and I'm in Lucknow. Those of you who would like to book an appointment or just meet and chat over, then do connect. Coming to the topic anxiety, I have said that I'll be talking about it, and it's such a common topic and everyone at some point of time have gone through it. Firstly, before that, you all should know that what actually is the meaning when we are talking about anxiety. See, there is not one solution that fits all. Everyone has their own different reason as to why they are anxious. So anxiety is actually an emotion, and everyone has that emotion in some form or the other. But when we are not in a position to function properly, then it is a reason of concern for us that we are not able to do our task the way we used to do, or we are not able to feel things around the way we used to enjoy the things, or it was not a very difficult task for us to even do a simple thing like just waking up in the morning, getting out of the bed and going to work, enjoying the work, though it was a passion at some point of time. So all that are the result that we are seeing. That is an indication to us that yes, now is the time we need to look into ourselves. If you have to ask me, then this is, according to me, a stage 4. There are other stages which you would definitely have crossed through to reach this state of mind. Either you acknowledge it in some way right now, think about it, introspect, because this is very important. You all are valuable. You all are very precious. So think about it as to how you can work on yourself. Definitely you all are doing good job. Hi Mohsin. So I will wave to you before the camera falls. Okay. Coming to the mental health condition, whatever we experience which is related to our mind is again controlled and balanced in our own action. Because see, mental word itself means relating to mind. So there is not a very alarming thing if you have a condition which is relating to mind, because it's called as mental thing only. The meaning of mental, if you Google up, you will find it relating to mind. Coming to health part, that is the overall well-being of a person. It can be physical, emotional, it can be the way you interact with people, interpersonal relationships, the way you respond to things, the way you feel things around that is happening, and therefore you have the ability to perceive the nature of people that you are interacting with, the work that you are doing, whatever you're reading, whatever you're listening right now. Also, it can make sense, it may not make sense. So everything in totality, it's a full package when we talk about health part. So mental health, anything related to mind, when we are talking, then it relates to to your cognitive abilities. That is, so anything relating to mind then is a condition. You reach that stage of condition. It can be good. You can be in a mental health which is good. You enjoy things. You are at calm. You are at peace. Or it can be chaotic. You don't understand. You are confused. People also call, like mental is also sometimes very casually used and said that, oh, that person is crazy. And that is the reason that taboo is attached whenever you are talking about your mental health state. The reason, this is the basic reason. People label each other very easily. So anxiety is again an emotion. We may feel anxious, and that is the feeling part. If at all you later on after watching this, just Google up the meaning of anxiety. All the definitions somewhere or the other will have the word feeling. So this is your own feeling, and it can be to various things. You may feel dreadful about something, you may feel uneasy about something, and therefore you are anxious. Like for example, it's a very small example, a child coming from school. Again, the mother can feel very worried, may feel very concerned about the child. Maybe the child has gone after illness. So that person has a reason. The point it comes to anxiety level it's a repeated happening that the person is feeling or holding on to. If you listen to the video worry versus anxiety, you will see there are differences. So I will not repeat, I will definitely share the link again in the story, and please go and just see the differences, listen to the differences between worry. Why I say this is the fourth point, and you have crossed levels. Like in a game, there are levels before you reach a particular stage. So likewise, to reach anxiety level, the first step was procrastination. You have very casually taken and delayed your work due to some reason or the other. You know the reason, and that is limited to your knowledge. Okay, procrastination is the first thing. Okay, Mishti, you want to be live? I can pause over here and see if you can join in. I have sent a request. So I was talking about. Hi, Mishti. Do you have any question about anxiety? Till she connects, the second point again is your own understanding of the procrastination. The procrastination that you are having, it goes on to being lazy. You know, you start feeling just concerned about certain things because you are young. So you take it in your stride and don't focus on it very diligently. Then it is like goes on to the worry part. So worry is then the next stage, and then it extends into your anxiety level. It means you have crossed these stages, you have neglected yourself, you have taken things for granted, or you are holding on to too many things at the same time. And it could be that you are, just holding the emotional baggage, just containing it to your own self. Hi, Rennie. So it's like, again, too many people are there saying something to you, expecting things out of you, and anxiety. If you just sit back with coffee or something, I always say just sit back. That is a time when you are with yourself. You will find a reason for your own self why you're anxious, where it is coming from. Usually, it is from the other people. Majority time, it's like the relationships, your own close ones. Hi, those are the people that is giving you those pressure, the stress level that you are feeling, and you're not able to handle it. Because when we grow, when we are younger, we are able to listen to everybody. Okay, fine, everyone is saying yes, you'll do this enthusiasm part. But as we start growing, we graduate, we start dreaming about our own aspirations. And when we are doing that, other people who are in their own framework, they are putting, or they are sharing their words which you had earlier not countered, or you have not rejected. So they are not used to accepting a no from you. So all that silent things comes up in your own life. Then it is your aspirations are now taking shape. You want to do things in your own way because that's your thought process. That is where the cognition part will start coming in. You will start understanding. Then it's like your behavior will start changing because you want to do certain things in your own way. And when somebody snaps at you or says something to you, it is not on the same page, you will snap. Once it's happened, it's fine. Twice it's happened. Repeatedly, if is happening between people, you start becoming anxious. It can also be because I'm not talking about the reasons today, I'm just talking about a over holistic view. Let's say an eye view, the bird view about anxiety, because it's so common. We don't actually understand why we are feeling a particular thing, and even if we do understand, we don't know how to get through it. It can be your best friend because again, anxiety is a it's an emotion. The way we are feeling it in the meaning, as I had said earlier, Google up and find out the meaning of anxiety through various resources. You'll always find there is a feeling angle over there which you are experiencing, and it is very different for for the same thing what I may feel and what you may feel. That is why, like, even if somebody is angry in your family, you say the same situation they are exposed to, but they react differently, isn't it? So if the same situation happened, like the child has not come home, but the way the mother reacts, the way the sibling reacts, the way the father reacts, it is very different. And why is it so? Because the setup inside, the emotional setup inside, is very different in intensity, maybe in their own variation part. Like the colors, we say we have blue color. You must have heard the ad, mera wala yellow or mera wala blue, like, that part. The yellow color also has range, or the blue color has range. Likewise, for the same emotion, there are several ranges. Now, in which range your family members are, it is very different for the same thing. So you may feel anxious about certain thing, as simple as even giving going for an exam. For some people, you say, for your friends and all, they're very cool about it, but over there something is churning in your stomach. Like, I also, whenever I'm coming live, I do feel a little nervous, and I know my own self, because maybe the comfort zone or maybe that experience is not there. But then that does not mean I will stop functioning. Concern arises wherein you stop functioning slowly and steadily, and the deterioration happens. So anxiety is fine. It's a natural response to certain things. But you are limiting yourself from action part, then it becomes a little, a worry part, a concern part. You are like, you may be very dreadful just by anticipation of what may happen. Things don't happen actually in the way you are perceiving it. So the perception also gets very foggy. So when we talk about mental health condition, it can be positive, negative. If it is happening in the negative form, even then it's okay. But if it is limiting ourselves from our own, um, the power that we have to execute work the way we are gifted with, if that is getting affected, then you have to start thinking about how you can correct it. So anxiety is a feeling. It can be a feeling for various reasons. Reasons are very different for everybody. Although I will try to bring up about 15 reasons that may, gel with your own situation, which I can come up with. But if you have your own reasons to share, so that people can understand, okay, this can also be a reason, and they have not focused on it. So as simple as a reason being cluttering, you know, if you, for a week, if your room is cluttered, I'm not saying to be a perfect, but if it is cluttered, what happens? It's like the visual blockage happens. You are handling a position, or you are doing work which needs your attention. So the vision is blocked. In your mind, the space has been taken up a little bit, if not in that, very a very hardcore way, but then there is some occupancy. Now you need to work, you need to come up with the idea, or you're managing certain tasks, you have to finish, there is a deadline. So all those things are also there. It means that that will get affected. It will be depleted. You will not be able to focus or have 100% output. So then it's like you will start feeling very anxious, very restlessness will happen, the uneasiness part will happen, your heart may palpitate. Symptoms I'll again come up again, so therefore I'm not taking the symptoms. It's like understanding anxiety as an emotion. If you also, you all should also listen self-harm video, which I have put up. I have talked about the corridor effect. That is my own hypothesis to understand how things happen in a mind, because everyone has emotion. So it's like, why should I go through something for which others are not going through in the same manner? They are not, stopping themselves to do what they like. But for the same reason, here I am feeling so sad, feeling so worried, feeling depleted, tired, fatigued, do not feel like to eat or even interact with people, even answering a phone for that matter. Things are out of control, and I am not myself anymore. That feeling is not good, and you all should not have it. It's a very simple thing. Again, it's anxiety is an emotion. You feeling anxious is the feeling part. So anxiety is a feeling of something. Please just take a page today, maybe, or day after tomorrow, or whenever you are feeling, anxious. Write down the sentence. Anxiety is a feeling of. Leave the space. Jot down the points that comes in your mind. You will find a reason, a very good reason for yourself. Do connect, let's talk about it. And you all should not feel anxious to a level wherein it limits your own potential. It's not needed. You all are wonderful and doing great. Keep on doing that. See you. Bye.